Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to discuss problems or numericals of crystal structure. So here friends, the first problem or the first numerical, calculate the density of the KCl if it crystallizes as FCC and length of the unit cell is 6.215 angstrom. The atomic weight of potassium is 39.1 and the atomic weight of chlorine is 35.5. So, here the given data, here A is given, that is the length of the unit cell, it is a 6.215 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Molecular weight is also given 39.1 plus 35.5, so it is a 74.6. Volume of the unit cell, that is V, is equal to A cube. So, here A is given, A is 6.215 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. That is why here the volume of the unit cell, it is a 2.4 into 10 raised to minus 22 centimeter. Then the number of atoms in unit cell, it is equal to 4 because the crystal has the FCC lattice, that is why here the n is equal to 4, and here the formula is n is equal to A cube into D into n divided by m. This can be rearranged, D is equal to n into m divided by capital N into A cube. N is the number of atoms in unit cell, m is the molecular weight, capital N is the Avogadro number, and here the A, it is the cube age or the length of the unit cell. So, here by substituting the values, D is equal to 4 into 74.6 divided by Avogadro number 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 multiply by A cube 2.4 into 10 raised to minus 22, and here the final answer is D is equal to 2.064 grams per cc. So, here this is the density of the KCl. This is the first problem. So, let us consider the second problem. Calculate the Avogadro number if aluminum crystallizes FCC lattice and the density is 2.7 gram per cc. The age of the unit cell is 4.05 angstrom and atomic weight of aluminum is 27. So, here the given data, density is given and density is 2.7 gram per cc. Here the age of the unit cell or the length of the unit cell, A is equal to 4.05 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. That is why A cube, that is the volume of the cube, it is a 6.6430 into 10 raised to minus 23 cubic centimeter. Then here the m, that is the molecular weight, it is a 27. So, here the aluminum crystallizes FCC lattice, that is why here n is equal to 4. So, as per our formula, here n is equal to A cube into D into n divided by m. This can be rearranged, capital N is equal to small n into m divided by A cube into D. So, here substituting the values, that is n is equal to capital N is equal to value of the small n, that is the 4, molecular weight 27 divided by A cube 6.6430 into 10 raised to minus 23 into D, that is the density 2.7. So, here n is equal to 6.0123 into 10 raised to 23. So, here this is the final answer, that is the value of the Avogadro's number. Then the third problem, find the order of reflection of a beam of X-rays from the given crystal occurs at 6.3, at what angle the second order reflection will be occur. So, here the given data, here the first order reflection, that is why n1 is equal to 1, and here at the first order reflection, here the angle is given, angle of reflection, it is a 6.3. So, here theta 1 is 6.3, then here second order reflection. So, here n2 is equal to 2 and here we have to find out the theta 2. So, as per Bragg's equation, n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. So, for the first order reflection we can write the Bragg's equation, n1 lambda is equal to 2d sin theta 1, and here for the second order reflection, n2 lambda is equal to 2d sin theta 2. So, here divide this equation by this equation, here n1 lambda divided by n2 lambda, this lambda will be cancelled. So, n1 by n2. So, here the 2d sin theta 1 divided by 2d sin theta 2. So, this 2d is cancelled, and here the final formula is, or the final equation is, n1 divided by n2 is equal to sin theta 1 divided by sin theta 2. Substituting the value of the n1, n2, sin theta 1, here we can find out the sin theta 2. So, here the sin theta 2 is equal to 2 into 0.1097 divided by 1 it is equal to 0.21946. So here the theta 2 is equal to sine inverse of 0.21946, and it is equal to 12.677 degree. So theta 2 is the 12.677 degree. This is the answer. Then here the problem number 4, calculate the angle of reflection for the third order reflection for sodium chloride crystal if the distance between 100 plane is 2.82 angstrom and the wavelength of the X-ray is 1.54 angstrom. So here the in this problem we have to find out the angle of reflection for the third order reflection. So here the Bragg's equation is n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. The given data sin theta, as per this Bragg's equation, this can be rearranged. Sin theta is equal to n lambda divided by twice d. So here d100 is given. It is a 2.82 angstrom. That means 2.82 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Lambda is also given. Lambda is 1.54 angstrom. That is 1.54 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Here it is a third order reflection. That's why here n is equal to 3. So as per this formula, sin theta is equal to 3 into 1.54 into 10 raised to minus 8 divided by 2 into 1.54 into 10 raised to minus 8, that is a sin theta is equal to 0.8192. So theta is equal to sine inverse of 0.8192, and here the theta, that is angle of reflection, it is equal to 55 degree. So here the 55 degree is the answer. The first order, fifth problem, the first order reflection of the beam of X-rays of wavelength 0.50 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter from 100 plane of NaCl occur at angle of 5.9 degree. Calculate the length of the unit cell. So here we have to find out the length of the unit cell, that is A. So here it is the first order reflection, that's why n is equal to 1. So here lambda is also given. So lambda is, it is a 0.50 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. Actually it is a 59 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. So here lambda is equal to 0.59 angstrom, that is a 0.59 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter, and theta is equal to 5.9 degree. So sin theta is equal to 5.9 degree is equal to 0.1028. So here Bragg's equation, n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. So here d is equal to n lambda divided by 2 sin theta. So d is equal to 1 into 0.59 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter divided by 2 into 0.1028. So here the d100 is equal to 2.867 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter, and here the d100 is equal to 2.867 angstrom. So here for the FCC lattice d100 is equal to a by 2. So here we have to calculate a by 2. So here we have to calculate a. So here the a is equal to 2 into d100, that is a 2 into d100, its value is 2.867 is equal to 5.774 angstrom. So here the value of the a, it is a 5.774 angstrom. This is the answer. Then here the problem number 6, diffraction angle 2 theta equal to 16.8 degree. Here the 2 theta is given and it is equal to 16.8 degree for the crystal having the interplanar distance in the crystal is 0.400 nanometer. When second order diffraction was observed, calculate the wavelength of the X-ray used. So here second order diffraction, that's why n is equal to 2. So here the d is equal to 0.400 nanometer. So here all of you know that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. So d is equal to 0.400 nanometer. That means it is equal to 0.400 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. 2 theta is equal to 16.8 degree. That's why theta is equal to 8.4 degree. As per Bragg's equation, n lambda is equal to 2d sin theta. Lambda is equal to 2d sin theta divided by n. So substituting the value, lambda is equal to 2 into 0.400 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter multiplied by sine of 8.4 divided by 2. So here the value of the lambda is 0.0584 into 10 raised to minus 7 centimeter. This can be rearranged. Lambda is equal to 0.584 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter, and finally the final value of the lambda is 0.584 angstrom. So this is the final answer. Then the seventh problem. The first order reflection from the 100, 110 and 111 plane of the given crystal occur at an angle 7.17, 10.2 and 12.5 degree. Explain what type of the cubic lattice substance has. Here we have to find out the types of the lattice, whether it is a simple cubic, body center cubic or the face center cubic lattice. So, here the given data, theta 1 is given 7.17 degree, theta 2 is given 10.2 degree, theta 3 is equal to 12.5 degree. So, already we have discussed this formula, that is a ratio of the interplanar distances d100 s to d110 s to d111 is equal to 1 upon sin theta 1 s to 1 upon sin theta 2 s to 1 upon sin theta 3. Substituting the value of this theta 1, that is a sine of 7.17. So, sine of 7.17. Second one is theta 2, value of the theta 2 is 10.2. So, sine of 10.2 s to sine of theta 3, that and value of the theta 3 is 12.5. So, sine of 12.5, and here when we solve this, finally we get the answer 1 s to 0.7042 s to 0.5754. The calculated ratio of the interplanar distances for the simple cubic lattice is 1 s to 0.707 s to 0.577. The estimated ratio and the calculated ratio for the simple cubic lattice are comparable or they are same. That is why here or therefore the given substance has the simple cubic lattice. So, the type of the lattice is the simple cubic. So, this is the seventh problem. Let us consider the eighth problem. So, here the second order reflection from 100, 110 and 111 planes of a given crystal occur at an angle 11.9, 17.0 and 10.5. Explain what type of cubic lattice the substance has. Again here the theta 1 is 11.9 degree, theta 2 is 17 degree and theta 3 is 10.5 degree. So, here substituting the value of here theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. So, here 1 upon sine of 11.9 s to 1 upon sine of 17, then s to 1 upon sine of 10.5, and here when we solve it, we get the ratio 1 s to 0.705 s to 1.131. So, the calculated ratio of the interplanar distance for face center cubic lattice, it is a 1 s to 0.707 s to 1.154. So, here the estimated ratio, and here this is the estimated ratio, while this is the calculated ratio. So, estimated ratios and the calculated ratios for the face center cubic lattice are comparable or are same. Therefore, the given substance has the face center cubic lattice. So, here in this problem the type of the lattice is the FCC, that is the face center cubic lattice. Then here last problem, complete the Weiss indices, that means calculate the Weiss indices, Miller indices for the faces having the intercepts. So, here these 4 intercepts are given, and here we have to also find out index the corresponding face or plane. So, let us consider one by one. The first one is here the first intercept A s to B by 3 s to C by 2. So, here the intercepts are A, B by 3 and here the C by 2. So, here their Weiss indices or the Weiss notations, it is a 1 1 by 3 and 1 half. So, from the Weiss indices, here we have to find out the Miller indices. So, here the friends, all of you know that Weiss indices have the term infinity. So, here in the Weiss indices there is an infinity term. In vector representation of the crystal plane, this cannot be shown. So, to overcome this difficulty or to overcome this problem, here the Miller indices are introduced. So, how to obtain the Miller indices? How to obtain the Miller indices? The Miller indices of the plane are obtained by taking the reciprocal of the Weiss coefficient. So, here these are the Weiss indices or the Weiss coefficient, and we have to take the reciprocal of this Weiss indices or the Weiss coefficient. So, here the Miller indices of the plane are obtained by taking the reciprocal of the Weiss coefficient and here multiplying through by the smallest number that will express all the reciprocals as integer. So, here these are the Weiss indices, and here the reciprocal of the Weiss indices 132, that is why the Miller indices are the 132, and here the plane is indexed as 132 plane. So, this is the first case. Then let us consider the second case, A by 2 s to B by 4 s to infinity. So, here the intercepts are A by 2, B by 4, infinity, and the Weiss indices are here 1 half, 1 by 4 and here the infinity. So, reciprocal of the Weiss indices, that is 1 upon 1 by 2, that is a 2, 1 upon 1 by 4 that is a 4, and 1 upon infinity that is equal to 0. So, here the Miller indices are 2, 4, 0. So, here the plane is indexed as the 2, 4, 0 plane. This is the second case. Then let us consider the third case, infinity s to b s to infinity. So, here this can be written as, that is the intercepts are infinity, b and infinity. So, their base indices are infinity, 1, infinity, because here the coefficient of the b is 1, that is why infinity, 1, infinity. So, reciprocal of the base indices, 1 by infinity is equal to 0, 1 by 1 is 1, 1 by infinity is 0, and here the Miller indices are 0, 1, 0. The plane is indexed as 0, 1, 0 plane. So, this is the third case, and here the fourth case is twice a s to 4b s to thrice c. So, here the intercepts are twice a, 4b and thrice c. So, here the base indices are 2, 4, 3. So, reciprocal of the base indices, that is a 1 half, then here 1 by 4 and here the 1 by 3. So, here we have to multiply by the smallest number to obtain the integer, and here the we have to multiply by the 12. So, here when we multiply by the 12 to the reciprocal of the base indices, so 1 half multiply by 12 that is a 6, 1 by 4 multiply by 12 that is a 3, and 1 by 3 multiply by 12 that is a 4. So, here the Miller indices are 6, 3, 4. So, here the plane is indexed as 6, 3, 4 planes. So, friends, in today's lecture or in this lecture we have discussed the various numericals or various problems related to the crystal structure. Thank you.